Oh, alrighty. Good morning, happy Sunday, or happy Saturday if still Saturday, in whatever location you may be. So, back in the Mad Dog. Yep, can't get enough of it. I'm back in the Mad Dog, and got a trip set up here, heading to Amarillo, Texas. Went ahead and gave you guys a warm airplane today. I'm not going to do these starting cold. I'm sure most of you by now have already fired this guy up and starting. I mean, they have cold and dark conditions, so we're not gonna beat the proverbial dead horse. So all we need to do is test our emergency lights there. Make sure everything's on the kosher. Of course, last night was just an audio nightmare. Could not get my audio lined out for anything, and come to find out when I upgraded my version of OBS, excuse me, when I upgraded my version of OBS, I also deleted all of my filters. And the stream that you experienced last night is that the audio quality is due to the lack of filters, so I apologize for that. Whoops. So let's go ahead and forward. You could probably go without this, honestly. It's just kind of just one of those weird habits, I guess you can say. You know, you gotta actually have a passenger forward. You know what I mean? Weather's going to be a little interesting. It might not be. I don't know, because the rain's kind of slacked up outside, so maybe a little cloudy, but I don't think the rain will be too much of an issue by the time we get to Dallas. The flight time's around 58 minutes, so they say. So the weather may or may not be, you know, I mean, you guys know how it goes with weather. Shouldn't be too bad. Of course, in the event of, in the event that it is, we'll take I think Houston is our alternate, I believe. So we'll head south, make a beeline to Houston, and a bit out of the way. I don't know why SimBrief didn't choose Austin, and I also don't know why I allowed it to keep Austin during the planning process, but an airport's an airport. I'm assuming Austin was also had their share of weather. I don't know, or it may not, or it may not have been, and it just decided to pick Houston since. But anywho, we'll go ahead and now that we got the boarding process going here on the Mad Dog side, we'll get GSX boarding for us. And you actually have to go in here and manually open the doors. One cool thing about the MDANO, I know back in the day when you went to the load manager, the actual MDANO load manager, you had to completely reload the airplane, which, you know, especially if you're doing an actual trip, can be a little tedious and time consuming. So looks like they added a little selection here to reload CFG. So basically just reload the config file and bam, you're done. So I looked at that, I was like, awesome, so cool. Totally needed that because, like I said, you know, and then especially if you're, you know, if your FX6 was like mine and ran a little bit on the unstable side. Of course, once you restarted and everything crashed and just frustrating, and then it took another 10 minutes to get everything loaded up, and yeah. Alright, so one could assume, based on the calculations that you have in your load manager, it automatically ports that over, because I've always wondered, I'm like, well, why don't we just, you know, why is there, do we have to, why is this automatically entered? You know, this is something that comes with the aircraft. Of course, it's not something that comes with the actual aircraft, but I'm assuming for the sake of making things a lot easier, they decided to go ahead and have this already set up for us. Not complaining, but just a little curious. So, one thing I did notice, I don't know if they're going to fix this or not, but this doesn't work. So I don't know if it's a key command that I'm not using properly, or I don't know. But we should get, it should allow us to test our loop A and loop B fire systems, and for some reason we can't. And that just I mean, I guess it's kind of a huge deal, but for some reason you can't test that. So I don't know. I know Leonardo Designs, or the developer behind the MDANO. They do have a list of key commands there in the load manager that you can configure, and I'm sure that's one of the systems. Oh, cool. So what's my 104.4? So like I said, I've already got a flight plan in there, and we'll just go ahead and down 104.4 in there. Okay, so I don't think I need you anymore. Go. Okay. $137. And if the audio is a little low on the sim side, let me know. I can bump it up quite a bit. I don't even know if you guys are getting audio right now on the sim side. Streamlines OBS. That's way low. You guys should be. I tell you what, this thing just does whatever the heck it wants to do, and it's just up to you to deal with it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna make some. Try to make some adjustments there. Oh, hold on. Good night. Let's see. So you're taking feedback from the... Good grief, okay. That was convoluted. Alright. So, looks like we're all ready to go. Got a lot going on up here, so bear with me. Alright. I didn't even start up the APU yet. Awesome. That's not a big deal. It shouldn't take too terribly long to fire up. By the time I have everything else lined up, it should be ready for us. Yes, you have no air conditioning.
Hi there. It's a little chilly back here. Can we have some more now, please?
Yes, it's coming. Shut up.
Thanks, bye.
Alright. So go ahead and turn these guys to high. Like I said, Douglas gave no craps regarding ergonomics, because I mean that's way the heck over here. And we do have a brake temp sensor here, but you can't see it because it's like right there by the first officer's kneecap, which makes no sense to me. No sense whatsoever. But too late, you gotta wait to restart. Alrighty, operate jetways, cabin door. And push back in departure. Okay, to the left, no. That's on, that on. So I got good air. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove the cart.
Yes, sir. You're clear to disconnect. Thanks.
But I'm downloading and gotta go finish my yard work. Oh no, my friend, that yard work has to get done, buddy. But like I said, we'll have plenty of content for you when you get back, man. So just be safe out there, and we'll see you when we see you. Awesome, thank you, sir. All right, looking good here. Let's go ahead and get the ignition on. We'll do B. Yeah, it's Sony gate, so it's, yeah, being weird. All right, so go ahead and start. Sounds good. Awesome. $22, $23, right there. Monitor that EGT. I think we'll be fine though. There we go. Alright, so go ahead and close that start valve. Make sure we are clear on the left, and we're clear on the left. We'll go ahead and start left engine. %, right there. And you can do 22, 23 is fine. It's nothing critical. As long as we got enough air. As long as we got enough plenty of air going through there. That's the name of the game. So start that off. That and that. And APU, don't need you anymore. We need you guys. Passengers are complaining. Air off. APU off. Cross bleed labs closed. Flaps 15. Go ahead and set that part to reset. A little bit of overcast here as well. Doesn't seem as bad as Dallas though, but looks pretty sketchy. Alright, flat 15, take off configure, go ahead and set up our autopilot there, everything else good. Any skid and yaw damper, that's on. Let's see, what's the I think a DFW METAR. .005. About 600 foot. Man, that's close enough. Cool. And peel heat and the ice on. And we're good to go. So get a little breakaway thrust here. Just like that. Alright, let's go ahead and wind it down just a little bit. And like I said, we'll probably fly runway heading and then we'll run clear as filed and go from there, barring any unforeseens. So we have plenty of those. Especially with the software. I mean, I like it, and it's just, you know, dealing with new software. Go ahead and flip this right turn. Seems like no matter how coordinated you attempt to make them look, there's always a little. I always tend to try to overdo it just a little bit. Of course, an MDA is just kind of a weird airplane to taxi anyway, since you got all of that airplane behind you. Which I believe this thing's even longer than the, I think it is actually longer than a 900, CRJ 900, so it kind of gives you the idea how extremely long this thing is. Which I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, this particular route is actually serviced by a 900 now, which, you know, seems like most Mad Dog routes are serviced by either 7 or 900 nowadays, but, you know, we can... Little short fun routes there seems to be where the regionals are making their place in the world nowadays. Like every now and then you'll see a MD-80 go with what I think it's like Dallas to Norfolk, Virginia or something like that. I love the Mad Dog, but I just don't know how I'd feel about a flight from Dallas to Norfolk. I don't know. I guess it's not too terribly bad. You know, I think the longest I've been in one was from, I believe it was from Atlanta to Minneapolis, and it was fairly comfortable. So I guess Norfolk, man. Not bad, I suppose. Try to keep a decent speed. You know, you don't wanna, you know, 50, 60 miles an hour, but then again, you don't want to, you know, bloody 10 miles an hour either and take you after flight just to taxi. Open LC North America. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you asked me like not paying attention. Yeah, I'm definitely glad you snagged that. I mean, it's an awesome, to me, Open LC just adds like a whole completely different aspect to the whole experience. I mean, it just adds that another dimension, if you know, if that's halfway accurate, and just makes the immersion factor like that much awesome. I mean, that much more awesome. Alright, we'll go ahead and hold short here. I highly doubt ETC will pick us up, but we'll go ahead and try it anyway. Nope, so we'll go ahead and turn on our taxi lights and turn that guy on and auto ignition. That guy's on, that guy's on. Basically, we're just going to go ahead and get ready for departure. And we'll just hold off on the landing lights until we actually get our official clearance, but we'll get it because there's no traffic. So. We'll try to do an expeditious rolling takeoff here, depending on how I can get this thing lined out. like I said, you know, the MD-80, you're kind of busy on takeoff, so a lot going on. Sometimes it's just better just to kind of stop and. All right. Of course, you want to verify that your final's clear and the runway's clear before you enter the runway and the environment, and you're nice and lined out there. And we're just going to take our time and make sure we get lined up. I'm not going to, as I said, there's a lot going on. Alright, got all my lights on to make sure I can actually, and it's probably easier to set up a key command for that. Let's see, should I be able to get to it? Should be able to get to it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put these guys in gear. Spotter brake, and there goes for them. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's roll into it. I had to kind of hesitate there. A little bit of wind.
Gear up, lights up.
Oh, active fruit. Good. It's not active yet. There we go.
Climb thrust set.
Now we'll go ahead and make that turn. And get it cleaned up real quick. There is quite a bit of weather in the area, so we'll have to be mindful of that. And we're going to have to do some maneuvering, so I'm going to go ahead and let Auto take this and wait for my updates to come. Alright. Alright, so I've got a couple of cells here. And right right now, looks like these 3 cells are what we have ahead of us there. There looks like there is a little open patch that we can shoot for. And let's see, looks like we're above 10,000, but I'm going to go ahead and leave the seatbelt signs on for right now. Yeah, it looks as if there's a little bit more of a... So we could kind of shoot this gap here, but I mean that could close on us fairly quickly. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and disregard, so it's painting. Yeah, we're just gonna make that left turn. We might not have a choice. Try to shoot this gap there. Outside view. And hopefully, once we clear this patch, we can go ahead and resume our semi-normal route. Yeah, once we pass that, we'll just head direct. MDANO. Let's see if we can kind of steer clear of some of that nonsense that's over to our right hand side. I will say, At the Sky has definitely made it, I guess, non-fun to fly into some of the cells there, because I lose 7 miles for all the time, but I'm trying to figure out. 300 feet. You're not running any camera add-ons, are you? By any chance, like oh, what is that? Like active camera, Easy Dock, or something like that? Oh, you mean to simulate like the head movement? And we'll just go direct to MDANO. Double check my keys. Good. I thought I disabled that. Yeah, double check that. That might be it, because I do know what you're talking about. I think eventually, and probably in fact after this flight, I'll probably double check my shortcuts and set me up a shortcut for auto throttle, because that it makes it a little sketchy trying to manage your takeoff roll, watch your throttles, then hit the auto throttle and try to then keep the bloody thing straight, and it's just a lot going on for a little, or just little old us running the whole show. Okay, so double checker. Holy smokes! Wow. Double checker route. Should have a little bit of a tailwind, I believe. Yeah, 432 knots. Yeah, should be quick. What is it now? 10:53. Yeah, it should be pretty quick. Okay. MDANO. Up at the descent. Jove. Okay. Boom. Okay. Vectors. Okay. Alright, so missile. Dialer. Kaboom. And this fuel kind of back up there. We honestly don't need fuel. I mean, we need fuel, but not that fuel. Actually, would probably delete that. So, kaboom. Still downloading orbits. Oh no, sir! I wholeheartedly believe it. It takes a while. You're talking. I think it takes a while. Did you get OpenLC? Yeah, I mean it takes a while for that. No, I'm not surprised one bit. I am not surprised at all. Alright, so yeah, once we pass Kaboom, it should set us up there. We'll probably come off as sort of a Siler or either Kaboom, kind of break off there. Looks like we'll clear those cells for now. Got 1,000 foot to go. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my radar for a little more straight ahead. I don't need that anymore, and so this is part of the climb checklist, but of course being over here, and go ahead and turn all those guys off and set that for cruise. Anything else while I'm over here? I don't know. Check my brake temps. That's behind this yoke somehow. That printer? These are gone at least. I think they're all the electronic flight back now. Everything looks good up here. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and some nastiness off to the side. Just saw it, let's go past it. There we go. Kind of see it there. Ground speed 442. Switching task real quick. Alright, cool. But yeah, as you can see down there, our hydraulic pressure dropped once we reduced our pumps to more of a lower flow there. Got about 1,600 on both sides, which that's fine. Totally fine. I did remember hearing talk that they will add the shared cockpit capability to the Mad Dog, which would be phenomenal. I guess you can look at it both ways. I mean, it is kind of nice to be able to have the ability to run the aircraft in a shared cockpit environment. But then again, you know, some people, you know, don't feel like waiting for someone every time they want to take a flight in it. So I mean, I get it. You know, for this really depends on the person and what you want to do and all that fun stuff. They have been releasing quite a few updates for it. My coffee hasn't kicked in yet. They have been releasing quite a few updates for it. You know, it seems to be more directed to getting the inner workings lined out. So not too much going on with the new features just yet. Just more or less getting everything ironed out and functioning correctly. Which, I mean, other than me, I really didn't see any issue, you know, with the airplane since I've been using it. But yeah, Mr. Woods, you guys might be getting some rain down there. I know it's been raining off and on here. It's 68 miles there from our top of the descent. See, you got a little action on both sides. As long as we don't start getting them in the center there, I think we'll be alright. Just kind of makes our route less direct, and we have to make a whole bunch of detours. It really extends the flight. Let's see. Sorry for the task switch. Oh, it gets super quiet without that thing in the background. Super quiet. Okay. Alright, cool. Had to update my little Twitter feed there. It should have been the weather. Oh, yeah. Trust me, I know how that goes. Or if you're all broken down and old like me, your bones start to tell you when the weather's changing. I woke up this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, my shoulder's hurting. It must gonna get some rain. Looked outside, and as sure as the sky is blue, it's raining. Said awesome. Definitely gonna be streaming, doing a quick stream this morning. The weather just looks, I don't know, between with the True Glass and then the Mad Dog and just the whole, you know, effects as far as with the windows, it just looks phenomenal when you catch a little rain, especially down around like New Orleans and Gulfport, Mississippi. You know, you catch those leading or those like first flight of the day and it's raining and kind of gray out and the whole, it's just, the effect's awesome. Just can't beat it. All right, 173 miles out. Go ahead and dial in 3-1 right. I'm almost kind of second guessing myself here. I wonder if I should take 41 right. I'll go with 3-1 right. I'll go with it. I'm not just a ginormous fan of 3-1 right, but we shall take it. Everything looks good down there so far. Yeah, it's awesome. You just kind of look at this thing, it just looks old. I mean, the texture is just, it's awesome. I honestly, I even kind of contemplated the idea of trying that CRJ 700 out again, and I could not find it in me to pull that thing, reinstall it and pull that thing back out, and you know, I double checked the forums just to kind of see if there was another update. It's almost as if it's just kind of abandoned. I think they got like a little smaller update coming, but just nothing to really fix the issues if I've been having. I don't know. Maybe it's, like I said, maybe it's my PC. Maybe, you know, from the reports that they're getting, everything seems to be kind of lined out. But I don't know, I guess the truth of the matter is, for as long as they've had to develop that aircraft, and for what we were giving at the end of the day, it seemed to have been, you know, quite lacking. So it's a little hard pressed to kind of try that again, especially when you get awesome alternatives such as this thing, and you know, you kind of look at it and you look at the Mad Dog and just kind of like, yeah, let's go with the Mad Dog. So I don't know. One of these days I'll get the gumption enough to try it out again. Just not today. Alright, so you're still about 150 miles out. Going to 4. Actually, I am subscribed to Frugal, I think. Reset. Alright, I'll reset it. Nova Wing 2.4. That's a new one. I gotta check it out. But yeah, Frugal, I've been following him for quite some time, especially involving X-Plane. There's another one. I think it's called X-Plane Dedicated, and he does some pretty good content as well. I mean, there's a lot of awesome content creators out there, but I've been enjoying myself. Zoom in there. Alright, looks like we're just gonna... Normally I'll just throw this thing in vertical speed mode and just handle the descent myself, but we'll see what happens here, because like I said, once we pass Kaboom, I believe we'll have a we'll be getting vectors, so we'll vector ourselves anyway. Wow, 4,000 foot per minute, holy smokes. Train, sports. No one. Oh, cool. Drag required. Yeah, we're gonna use some drag there. Actually, see if I can find this dude now. Awesome. Subscribe. There we go. Cool. Yeah, thanks for that one, because I've always kind of nice to get those weekly updates, because and we're just gonna go ahead and snag it, and now just go vertical speed mode. Hopefully I'm looking forward to meeting some of these guys at FlytheSimCon in Dallas. That's what I'm really hoping for. Which, if you guys don't know, FlytheSimCon, oh, so what are we doing? Oh, that's awesome. They worked with me right in the middle of saying it. But yeah, FlytheSimCon will be in Dallas, I think, in June, I believe. Another task switch because it's gotten like super quiet. Yep. Saturday, June 23rd and 24th at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Dallas. So if you haven't made plans yet, I would highly recommend going. Oh my gosh. I don't know, guys. In fact, we're gonna make some adjustments here. We'll hold 21,000 until we. I just don't know about that weather right now, because we're literally about to. about to fly right into that. I mean, I knew there was some sickness in there, and I was like, well, maybe we can beat it, but let's see. I'm just on this. Moving east to southeast. Yeah, we might be. Some data might be inaccurate. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, let's do this. We'll see where's our next victory. I mean, these are just, I mean, these aren't just small cells. These are, yeah, we're probably, let's go ahead and see if we can, oh my gosh. I mean, that is just gnarly. I mean, there's like, oh man, I don't even think we could make, even if you make a gap in there, it's just not. Oh man, I just don't know. Like I said, even if you make that gap, I mean, you don't know if there's just, if that's just a shadow, and you know, there's something hellacious there, and it's dropping hail. I mean, you just don't know. Hmm. And right now, we're just gonna. Fly a hold here at the moment until we can make sense of all this. Alrighty, so. Oh. Honestly, this is why I kind of like the Airbus, because you can just get your weather info right there and not having to DFW location. Let's see here. I'll tell you what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna just Just if you, it's okay. If you look, if you look on my description there, and I'm actually going to it myself just to make sure it's, oh man, that's awesome. If you look at my description, it says feel free to donate, and yeah, because pretty much, and it should take you to my page there. Should be the Streamlabs / Stalker Actual Gaming, and it's just there. Like I said, it's really not a big deal. But honestly, you know, I figured it'd be kind of cool, just kind of spice things up with like giveaways and stuff like that, and you know, without me being divorced, you know, decided to go ahead and create a fund there to help support that. So get like, you know, senior packages, giveaways and stuff like that, and you know, without having to explain to wife, you know. Yeah, I'm sure all you individuals who are married totally get where I'm coming from. So, all right, here's what we'll do, because looks like the winds are changing. It's going to be favoring the north, so we'll do 17C. And let's zoom out there, see if I can see it. Okay, and then what we'll do, we'll just shoot direct Bossy. Alrighty, let's see here. So we're tracking, or we're going to be weird. What we're going to do. Let's see. It's kind of odd. Let's see if we can just start this thing in heavy mode. Alright, so you'll do that. Okay. And we'll go ahead and start our descent. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and shoot for 17 Charlie. And it looks like the winds have shifted, so we don't have to like shoot that southerly. Look at southerly vector there. So we'll go ahead and now it's probably going to be a little bumpy, but I think we'll kind of exactly. I can just hear my wife now. So you really spent X amount of dollars for scenery that you're not. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But yeah, we'll give this a shot and see what happens. If we can get it going, we'll start having some pretty cool giveaways and stuff like that. All right, so yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting. And we're actually going to take this speed here and reduce it a little bit. I might even head a little bit more toward the east. In fact, I think I am. see if we can manage our energy a little bit, and at the same time, I'll tell you what else I'm going to do as well. We'll kind of make kind of a .360, and then we'll go ahead and turn on our auto ignition, and yeah, probably about time to get everybody seated. And shoot for 40, and roll that heading button there a little more, and kind of yeah, we definitely got some rain. Definitely got some rain in the area here. So like I said, still got a speed breakdown. We're gonna need that for a little while longer. I like to try to get this thing lined out here. Quite a bit of rain in the Dallas area. I just pulled up my my phone and double checked FlyAware to see if these guys are actually doing, and they're definitely earning their money today, that's for sure. But they're still flying into Dallas. I haven't shut down the airport yet, so guess we'll give this thing a shot as well. You know, Mr. Woods, I was going to get into that conversation. I was going to leave it alone, but you know what? Since you brought it up, yeah, I've been really, I've had quite a few subscribers kind of mention, like, hey man, why don't you look at Twitch? And I just, I was kind of, I really didn't want to lose my what few subscribers I did have, but I think what I'll do, I'll post like a little transition. I don't know, somehow try to, and we'll go ahead and get out of that spoiler. Some sort of, let's see, I don't know, transitionary, I don't know, something. Maybe post something in the description or something. And I've had a Twitch page for years, and I just hardly ever used it. But I think I am going to make that transition because it's just not. It's just not. I'm just not a huge fan of how can I say it? I guess I'm not a huge fan of how YouTube kind of. There's some hard-working, content creators on YouTube, and sometimes I don't feel that they get their fair shake. If you're not pulling in like 1 million viewers or something like that, seems to be a problem. And the way they've changed their algorithm now, it makes it a little more difficult to obtain that that view count. So just makes it a little aggravating from a creator's perspective, but as I said before, I do it, not so, not some, well, I mean, as far as the monetary value in streaming, for in my opinion, I mean, it's if it's not your full time job, if you don't put your all into it, I mean, you're just not going to be you're just not going to be successful. I mean, it's not it's one of those situations where you get out of it what you put into it. And if you're in it for the views and subscribers and to at some point make a living off of it, then that's awesome. But for individuals like myself, you can't stream once in a blue moon or whenever you decide to do it and expect any type of monetary gain. So with that being said, I mean, I enjoy, I mean, I just enjoy putting content up, but, I forgot. Yeah, you can. It's called a Restream.io, which I've tried that before, and it works great. It's just trying to monitor both, trying to monitor both channels at the same time. It's a little daunting, and yeah, it's a little daunting. I've gave it a shot. Now, like I said, it works great. It's just kind of daunting to accomplish that. So, I was kind of, excuse me, one of the reasons why I'd lean more toward YouTube, and it's just like I'm not so much as worried about the ads or whatever, the monetization standpoint, but I'm just looking to try to reach as many as many viewers as possible. And it seems like on YouTube, if you're not playing Fortnite or something crazy or something like that, then it's a little difficult to reach that target audience. So I mean, it's funny you brought that up, because I was just I've been thinking about it for a while, and just hadn't really made that transition yet. And we're gonna try to get slowed down here. It's 5,000 feet. Yeah. Okay. Got our hydraulics on. Let's see. What's her speed? 240. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her down to 230. And see what she does at 230. Go ahead and get those landing lights on as well. And we also gotta change our nav1 radio. And let's see, Freakus 176. This is why I love the mouse acceleration, because it can be a bit overzealous there. And we'll just press the ILS button, because we're probably going to have to capture kind of both at the same time. I mean, it's a little high for a final approach fix, but yep, there we go. Oh man, I feel an episode of Air Disasters just waiting to happen with this. Let's see what she does. I know. What's my DME? 13, went about 10 miles out. We'll go ahead and bring those guys on. Let's see, wipers. Alright, looks like she's kind of lining out there. Alright, start working some of this, all our airspeed. And I'll go ahead and call it right here for gear down. Okay, we're at flaps 28 there. Gears down, and we'll probably set our auto brakes to medium. Alright, auto brakes set to medium, and arm our little spoiler. And we're just waiting for that approach speed to line out there. I'm gonna keep it a little high just in case we run into a wind shear situation there. Alright, looks like we're getting out of the crazy stuff. Looks like just mostly rain on this one. And for those of you who are just interested in an outside view, there you go. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you know, and then especially talking to some of the content providers who, you know, they do this on a fairly regular basis. It is a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of time and investment. Got green screens, you know, audio and video equipment, and thousands of dollars. I mean, if you're going to do it, you know, you got to do it, you know, right. And, you know, I mean, nobody, you know, I'm quite fond of the career that I'm currently in now, and you know, I mean, like I said, I just love streaming, you know, and I got a few friends that watch me, and you know, meeting different people from all walks of life. Like I said, you know, yesterday, to me, that's payment enough, you know, for someone to sit there and watch you. So, all right, let's go ahead and. I need to take this. Actually, I'm going to take them both. Keep a little power in. Man, I'm floating like crazy. Alright, whoa, I'm down there. And let those outer brakes do their thing. Alrighty, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and bring it to a stop and get everything cleaned up. I'm not gonna try to be an octopus here and do like 8 things at once, because yeah, it's pretty difficult. Alright, I'm gonna need turn you guys off. Need the APU on there. And we'll turn these guys slow. Oh yeah, true. Oh. The bee's knees, sir. So I'll just leave it at that. The bee's knees. I mean, honestly, TFDI or TDFI, whatever they're called. Now I gotta get their name right because I messed it up. TFDI. They could not do anything but true glass, and I think make a pretty decent living. Man, that's and their 717 isn't anything to sneeze at either. But I'm just between the real light and the true glass. Yeah. I don't think you could really. I don't think you can honestly make a better MD80. I mean, unless we're talking like level D type of situation. So we got throttles at idle. Nice little trot to the terminal area here. Alright, we'll just find one of these stands in Parker. Now we'll go ahead and turn off the taxi light. Try not to blind our virtual ramper. Since we don't have a ramper, we'll kind of have to play it by ear there. Alrighty, so IPO left and right bus. And we'll go ahead and park them. Parking brake set. I'm really surprised we made that float a little bit on the landing, but I mean you're not going to grease everyone, and that's that's far from being the ultimate goal. It's just about getting a nice firm landing and everybody surviving. So I think we've accomplished that this morning. Oh, but let's see here.
Connect the GPU, please. Stand by.
Let's see. Still gotta go all the way over here. And you gotta turn off the transient aux pump. All the way over here. Okay. Inflation on. Scratch your gates, and then at this point, turn that on. Turn a little mini fuel pump on for our APU. And we'll go ahead and deboard. Looks like we're all overstayed a lot. Oh yeah, no, but I'm about to head out here myself, man. I think I've overstayed mine as well. All right, buddy, but you take care of yourself, man, and we'll see you later. And same thing for you guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys swinging by. If you have me on Twitter, just monitor your Twitter and or Google Plus or whichever, or even in the description. Might be making a transition. I'm not exactly sure yet, but when when we move forward, we'll definitely let you guys know. But other than that, guys, like I said, I appreciate it. It was an awesome stream this morning, so I'm gonna head out of here and spend time with the fam. And until next time, guys, you guys take care and have an awesome Sunday.